Blender team in 2026. What? Now you might be thinking, what is a blender? Well, a blender is an electric mixing machine, food preparation. Okay. Blender comp is one of the oldest, most iconic arena strategies in the game, right? Since the early days, back when Nice Revenant Sisters, Sinesha and Skullcrown, were terrorizing classic arena, Blender was the way to farm Great Hall medals and do it fast. The formula was very, very simple. Arbiter speed lead, and then you have like a champion like a Longbeard or someone with ally attack, and then you have Skullcrown and Sinesha, right? That's it. It was just pure speed. Whoever went first won. Fast forward to 2026, and Blender has basically disappeared, right? Why? There's a lot of champions with nasty passives. Think like Galathier, Nice, Siegfried. There's a massive survivability creep, and of course Stoneskin, right? Stoneskin being so meta, it just effectively killed the Blender team composition. Um, so how could we try to make this team work in today's meta? Um, a couple things, right? Number one, Padrig, the former guarantee champion that doesn't just bring ally attack, he also boosts turn meter, lenses, places increased attack on your nukers, and he effectively just combines like an arbiter and an ally attacker into one slot. Number two, Queen of Hearts. So Queen of Hearts can cut in the team turn order. He can get an instant turn, bring under ally attack, increased attack, decreased defense, and crucially, has a full team strip, right, to deal with maybe the buffs and potentially deal with the Stoneskin 50/50. And she also brings a Deathbrand, which blocks revive. Suddenly, like Blender Team Comp has tools it never had before. So for this team, we're running just hopefully a ban bait Fabian, and then the sisters. Um, we've got the Sinesha and the Skullcrown. And then, yes, turn meter matters. So Skullcrown must go before Sinesha. Explain why in a minute. And then first, let's just watch this team in action, and then we will see like the builds, the speed, the logic, and jump into episode 2 of the live arena experiments. So for this first one, the feature matchup, we're against this player who has uh, very meta champions, right? Especially versus Nice. I don't think the Blender team can deal with Nice, especially once he gets to the second form and starts putting the uh, block damage protected. So we ban the Nice, right? Now, the Thor is actually a pretty good pick because Thor has an ability that can go through unkillable. And one of the things with the Skull Crown is she puts unkillable on herself when she drops her HP drops below 20%, right? So that is a very, very good pick. But here with the Blender, as long as we're faster, everything is good, right? So we go first, then we strip Stoneskin, we start nuking. Um, Here, if he does the fear doesn't proc and he transforms, it's really bad. But the fear does proc, we win the 50/50. And the block revive, that's it. That's it for that team. So once it works, it's wonderful, right? Let's just quickly break down the build for Skullcrown. We're running just a 9-piece Merciless build. Um, Merciless just gives attack-based nukers so much, right? Ignore defense, everything you want. You want as much attack as possible, good amount of speed, a crit rate, full crit damage as much as possible. Rest of them don't really matter. You see, I don't really have like upgraded gear, and I don't have a relic equipped either, so it's for sure not optimized. It can be much better. In terms of blessings, if you have a 6-star, I think like a cruelty is fantastic because you hit so many times, especially with ally attack. Like you just quickly deplete enemies' defenses, right? So cruelty is great, especially for AOE attackers. And Skullcrown, we talked about that, places unkillable once dropped below 20%. Really good for survivability. Has a synergy with Sinesha. Um, revives the champion with 30% HP when Sinesha is on the same team. So just gives a little bit of extra, right? The A1, attack all enemies, place extra hit if the target has more than 50% HP. This is why we put Skullcrown first in the team order, right? So when the ally attack goes and she does her A1, she's gonna hit twice. And then if that drops enemy below 50% HP, we'll see in a second Sinesha's A1 also has a cool synergy with that. In terms of mastery, I think this is just random. I don't know when this mastery was picked. I don't have the time to redo it, but ideally you want Helm Smasher, right? For today's meta, do maximum damage. Um, for Sinesha, again, just went with, because she has less survivability than Skullcrown, we went with a Stoneskin lethal build. Stoneskin just gives her more survivability, and then lethal ignore defense, right? In terms of the stats, again, she's like her damage all scales off of her attack, so you want high attack, but she's like I think categorized as a support champion. But like look at her base attack is super low, 892. Um, really unfortunate. So hard to get a high amount of attack on her, but definitely crit cap and then as much crit damage as possible, as much attack as possible. Rest of them don't really matter, right? You can build a little bit of accuracy if you can squeeze some in. It does have like a skill that does a single target increase skill cooldown. Yeah, again, here is not optimized. It is relic. I guess I had the leftover elixir, put that on. So yeah, for the A1, attack all enemies, place extra hit on enemies with less than 50% HP after first hit. So if Skullcrown goes first, it's twice. Ideally drops them below 50% HP. Then Sinesha goes, hit twice, and that's why the comp does so much damage, right? It can one shot the whole team. This is the reason. Um, Relic, blessing. I mean, I think cruelty is great. Um, yeah, in terms of masteries, Helm Smasher is the important one. That's the build we're going with. That's it. Let's go into the fights here. So for the next one here, again, we're running Fabian because that's the champion we want opponent to ban. We're running two ally attackers and the sisters, right? And you'll see like almost everyone will ban the Fabian because why wouldn't you? Um, Fabian is just so annoying to deal with, especially if it's faster, like do the lockout, or you have supersonic. Like it's just the worst. So people will ban the Fabian. And here, that leaves us opportunity to go first, right? We ally attack, we do the strip. Over here, we're hoping the do fear procs. It does. Okay. Here, I just A1. I don't even do the other skill because A1 will hit twice anyways. It is about the same. Do a boost, and then here is game over, right? They have nothing left. So Blender team comps generally are very very fast. You either win very fast or you lose very fast. That's why it was the best team to farm like classic arena medals and things like that. For this kind of team, like of course we want to ban their fastest champion, but it can be dicey because what's this Duchess as a passive that reduces area effect AoE damage, and all of her damage are like AoE. And then also Wukong, if he gets like a turn back and do like a nuke on us, he could wipe us full shot. Here, Duchess is thinking not to revive because three of our champions are almost at full turn meter and haven't gone yet. So we try to strip the Stoneskin, I think, here. Um, don't get it. And then just A1 here, right? The monkey comes back. And this is where if you have a little bit of accuracy on Sinesha, the skill is good because we do a lockout. Not only do we kill the monkey, so the monkey will of course come back again, but once he come back, he's locked out. So having a little bit of accuracy, good on Sinesha. Here, I think he has to revive because if he doesn't, there's no opportunity. His Stoneskin is running out, and then we just go for the ally attack again and one shot the whole team, right? Once the Stoneskin. So yeah, this team does not lack damage. The only thing like countering it are these champions like Galathier, who has the passive that cheat death, and Siegfried, who puts block saves himself, puts a block damage on himself. So those are the counters, right? Um, I'm looking at this team. I'm thinking if I'm not faster, I probably just lose, right? And he's got like more empowerment and his Arbiter, which is a better speed aura than us. So if we're not faster, it's gonna be rough. Let's speed that up here. Yeah, Arbiter they go first. So we probably lost this one, right? It's very simple. Like speed teams, whoever goes first generally will have the better shot. Here, if the block debuffs is not protected on Marius, we still have a chance to win, right? Like we have a chance to maybe rip that and block revive the Marius, but it's a protected block debuff, so we can't. We just go for the ally attack. You see, like it does a lot of damage. The team does a lot of damage. Um, just yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get strip the stone skin either. Um, Marius is gonna do his thing. Wipes our team. We come back here. I went for the A1, and I think I should have maybe targeted a Marius, try to kill him, because yeah, the Galathier is gonna do Galathier things, control us, right? Rematch. Um, we're not even at our full power there. I brought in another annoying champion, Fabian, Fabian and Armans. So let's see how he can deal with us now, right? Um, so we have Supersonic on our Armans. We don't strip the stone skin, but it's okay because we just sheep the Marius, right? It's completely fine. Um, Here he tries to control us, which is fine. But the thing is, I have Wand of Submission. So one of them procs uh, is great. His Galathier is stunned. And my Sinesha is under Stone Skin, right? So the stun is not doing anything. Marius is gonna attack as a sheep. Does nothing. Okay. These two True Fears doesn't proc. Polymorph procs. Okay. It's A1. Yeah, kills the Marius. Goes for the sleep and hits the Wand of Submission again, right? Like Wand is just one of the best live arena relics. Um, just S tier. Go for the ally attack and one shot. Yeah. So if we can, bring in a little more, uh, more at our full power, we can for sure take down those kind of teams, right? We're not concerned with 3 revivers. The team does a lot of damage. The only thing that scares us are these like nasty passives. Um, for this one, yeah, like Predator, his is a coin flip, right? If he keeps dodging, it could be troublesome for us. So we ban the Predator. Um, the other champion, Joan, I think. Um, I haven't been too impressed with this champion. Um, Mainly because I don't think it does enough as a mythical nuker sort of deal. Here, block revive, ignore unkillable, excellent, right? That's a great skill. But over there, I misplay here. Right? There's a UDK, like you can't target the Duchess. But yeah, they come back. It's fine. we're going to strip and AoE, right? And now Duchess doesn't have the revive anymore. We just try to kill them before the revive comes back. Without Skullcrown, the team suffers a lot in damage for sure, but I don't think it's the end of the world because Sinesha still does damage and we have two ally attackers. Yeah, we'll just ally attack, and because we have Queen of Hearts who puts the decreased defense, that's very, very important against these tanky champions. If they have decreased defense, we can kill them. Trip and more hits. That a weak hit, I think. Yeah, weak hit is okay. Got it right. Even without Skullcrown, Joe is able to do it. Over here, yeah, that was all fights for the live arena. I have a whole bunch of uh, like these relic materials, and I thought I would just craft all of them because it's a new live arena season. I'm gonna get more, and also at the end of the Green Forest, I'm gonna have more, so there will be another batch. I thought with the new season and the experiments coming up, if we get some cool relics, maybe we can test them, right? Um, so this is just me crafting all of the relics, and yeah. So this section of the video, relic crafting. Let's see if we can't um, hit anything decent there. Last time we hit what you might call it, a mythical off of or oh, that's a cool one. Moves all debuffs from the wearer whenever they lose 70% or more HP from the enemy in a single turn. Yeah, this one seems interesting. I'm gonna do some testing on this. The other thing that's cool about this one is the main stat that it gives is resistance. The secondary is speed. It's very, very good, right? Maybe on like a high resistance reviver, um, or like yeah, like some sort of a tank, and self cleanse. That sounds pretty good. And the gem slots are pretty good as well. So over here, we're getting into the 20% for mythical. Hit anything. And come on. Yes. Okay. Chrono Cube. Chrono Cube is one of these relics that can completely change a champion. Like you can just build a champion around the Chrono Cube, and it changes the playstyle too. Um, in my testing with Chrono Cube, I think the best user of Chrono Cube is probably Queen of Hearts because you can put Deathbrand on a target, full strip them, and then immediately ally attack and kill that target, and that's like block revive, right? So Chrono Cube with Queen of Hearts is fantastic. I think on Odin is pretty good. On Armans is pretty good because on Armans usually in today's meta you can't do the Steel Terminator anymore as opener. You have to do the sheep. But with Chrono Cube, you can do the sheep and then like kind of strip everybody, and then immediately do the Steel Terminator, and then you will skip the next turn, but you will have stolen so much turn meter, then you like immediately take your next turn, which is skipped, and then you go again, right? And you potentially will go because Armans is so fast, you go before their nukers again, and then you just keep taking turns. So this relic is not great on mythicals. This kind of anti synergy, but on these champions that I talk about, the really strong control champions, disruptors, Armans, Queen of Hearts, Odin, I think is fantastic. So yeah, we hit a very good one here at Chrono Cube. And even at plus 15, not plus 18, plus 18 is going to be at a 100% chance to take like a 2 turns in a row. But at what you call it, like at plus 15 for Chrono Cube, you are at a 90% chance to take 2 turns in a row, and I think that's good enough. I would probably just leave that at plus 15. Um, and unless you're swimming in so much, materials, basalts, and other relics, then you want to craft more. So here we're on the main, and we're trying to see if we can get lucky again. I haven't seen this relic before. I'm reading that. Um, yeah. So I think this one we have 200 mythical materials, so two chances of 20% each of getting something great. Um, Hopefully we can get like the goal is always to get a mythical relic, right? I don't think there are any um, legendary relics that I really want at this point. It's just mythicals, right? And they're so hard to get, and most of these crafting sessions, you're just getting. I have so. Oh, that's a good one. The Perch Shadow, super good for PVE. But yeah, most of these crafting sessions, we're just trying to, um, go for the mythical. And a lot of time we're just ending up with Wand of Submission and Aspect of Seroth, right? Really hoping for a mythical here and Aspect of Seroth. Yeah, that's just how it goes. It won't be, yeah, 1 in 5, right? 1 in 5 chance you're gonna get a mythical if you use 4 mythical materials. Um, but this time we got lucky earlier on the auto count, but on the main, nothing, which is expected. And maybe after we clear the Grim Forest and after the live arena season, we get the live arena mythical materials. I will try again and see if we can get something better. That's it for this one. Let me know if you guys think yeah, Blender can still work in 2026 or is just completely outdated, because that's literally one of the earliest um, meta team compositions ever in Raid Shadow Legends, right? And I just brought it back out and see if it still can do damage and see if it works. And yeah, through testing, it like if you're going faster, it's quite good. And one other thing, I don't have those gear. I never really kept them or upgraded them, but with the dealing with Stoneskin, there's this gear called Stone Cleaver. It could be good. It could be good on the Blender team composition. You would run Stone Cleaver, and also there's a blessing called Crackling Roots. You'll run that combo. If anyone with the experience of that sort of team, Blender with Stone Cleaver and Crackling Roots, and taking on like Stoneskin team compositions and still be able to like cut through them, let me know. That's it for this second episode of Live Arena Experience. I will see you on the next one.